Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting international beer with Dr. Dave. International beer. How lovely. Well, now, today for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights, we have one from Portugal. Never had any beer from Portugal, so today's a first. This says the original Quinas. I think that's how you pronounce it. Quinas? Quinas? Not quite sure how to pronounce it. Not going to try to get the name of the city in Portugal, but I can tell you this checks in at 5% alcohol by volume. So, with that said, pretty sure this is brewed with some kind of an adjunct, whether it's corn or glucose. I don't know, but generally speaking, these days, so many beers are brewed with adjuncts. Uh, yeah, it's a shame. It really is because they're just trying to lower the cost of brewing, and that's all it does. Really, it doesn't do anything for the beer itself. Let's go ahead and use this glassware right here. Lovely glassware from Japan. So I expect this to be pretty light bodied, light in color, and I used this particular glass so it would focus the foam in a nice tight area because the wider the mouth on the glass, the less foam buildup you're going to have. So I wanted to make this a nice presentation and I've served it on the cool side. Right out of my beer fridge, which is 38 degrees into here. So right now it's probably 39, 40 degrees. So very light golden color, clear, nice bright white bit of foam on there. It's got some nice carbonation flowing up from the bottom. Let's see what we can pick up on the aroma. A little bit grainy and bready. I'm not picking up any sweetness, but remember, this is fairly cold. Now, as the beer warms, it may become more sweet, but my goal is to drink it so it's not offensive. It may become offensive later, but while I drink it, I don't want to be offended. So, with that said, let's thank the brewers there in Portugal for all the hard work they put into brewing every batch of beer that comes to America because brewing beer is labor intensive. There's no doubt about that, even if it's computerized, a lot of labor. Cheers to them and cheers to you at home, no doubt. Slightly sweet in the finish, ever so slightly sweet. Like I said, not offensive. And that's the key to any beer from any part of the world. If it is a macro lager, which I'm sure this is owned by AB InBev or Carlsberg or Heineken or some huge brewing concern, what they do to cut corners is they'll use adjuncts. They'll use adjuncts all day long. Corn syrup, they'll put in fructose. As long as it's not high fructose corn syrup, we're okay. If it was, it would say on that bottle, and it doesn't say. Yeah, but they'll cut corners all day long. The key to them cutting corners is you keeping it cold until it's ready to drink and don't play around with it. Drink it right away. And you always want to pour these beers from the bottle into a glass. It doesn't necessarily have to be a glass if you want to use a plastic cup. I mean, that's up to you. But you want to release the CO2, which is in this bottle of beer. Because if you don't release it, you're going to feel bloated. Your stomach is going to be bloated after two or three beers, and then you'll be walking around like the Michelin man all night. Yeah, so you always want to pour the beer out This is lightly carbonated. It's a decent beer. It is a doable, drinkable beer. And I'm sure that in Portugal, this is a very popular beer to drink. Still bready, still grainy. I don't smell anything that would lead me to believe this is brewed with corn or rice or anything of that nature. It's just a very light-bodied, light mouthfeel, easy drinking beer. Nothing bad to say about the beer at all. Nothing bad at all. It would be a very good beer to serve your guest at a backyard barbecue or picnic because they'll say, "Oh, wow, beer from Portugal." Yeah, and they'll think you're some hotshot at work and got money. Yeah. I don't remember how much this cost, but it was very little. It's very little. And yeah, impress your friends at the next barbecue, no doubt. All right, my friends, life is short, be happy, and make sure you try new beers like this one right here from Portugal. It's a surprise, no doubt. It's very refreshing. Remember, keep it chill. Keep it chill. If you got an ice bucket, put it in the ice bucket. There's no shame in that. All right, my friends, life is short. Until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the best damn beer shop. Now they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, best damn beer shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says, cheers to that.